Yo guys, InsaneGamer52 here, and Call of Duty just released another new blog letting us know how all the progression systems are going to work with tons of juicy info, so let's get into it. Alright, right off the bat, they confirmed that seasonal prestiges are returning. We pretty much knew this before, but now it's actually confirmed. They also confirmed that seasonal prestige challenges will be returning when you hit certain milestones. If this is anything like the previous 3 years, this means that every season will come with 4 prestiges split between 200 levels, and every 10 levels unlocks another challenge. These challenges can be anything, and near the end of the game start getting very specific to avoid being repeats. Each challenge in the past has given a sizable amount of XP and a calling card, with an animated season master calling card for completing all 20 challenges. Next up, they go over all the different challenge systems in the game. Multiplayer, Spec Ops, and Warzone 2 will all have separate sets of 4 daily challenges to complete for bonus XP. Multiplayer dailies will have set categories for each challenge spot. The first slot will be a general challenge that can be completed without really changing your playstyle, like winning a match or getting ADS kills. The second challenge will focus on a specific weapon class like SMG or AR. The third challenge will be for other parts of your loadout like perks, equipment, or field upgrades. Completing all 3 of those challenges will unlock a 4th bonus challenge where you get to choose from 2 options for triple XP. Things work a bit differently in Spec Ops. The first challenge will be generic, like getting 5 melee kills. The second and third challenges can be generic or mission specific, or co-op specific, like using certain Spec Ops kits. Completing all 3 will unlock the 4th bonus challenge where again you get to choose from 2 options. While all 4 challenges do reward XP, the 3rd and 4th also grant Spec Ops stars that we'll talk about later. There will also be separate dailies for Warzone 2, but they didn't give any specifics. In addition to daily challenges, there are of course other career challenges for both multiplayer and Spec Ops. For multiplayer, these are your normal challenges like getting wins, kills, long shots, etc. that grant XP and calling cards. For Spec Ops, they don't go over any example, but say that they're split into career star unlocks and intel collection. They do also confirm that intel will be scattered throughout all Spec Ops missions at launch, and more intel will be added with every DLC mission and raid. If you collect all the launch intel, you will also get additional rewards. I know there's an achievement for collecting 20 pieces of intel, but it sounds like you will also get some other sort of in-game rewards for collecting them all too. Next up, they go over how the attachments and attachment tuning will work. As usual, leveling up to 55 will unlock all your normal creative class options. The one big difference is that you won't unlock every weapon, just the base weapon for every platform. This will give you the ability to unlock related weapons from the same platform via unlock trees. If you want a more detailed explanation of how platforms and weapon unlocks work, check out the video in the description below and at the top right of the screen right now. They also finally explain how attachment tuning will work. When you get a gun to max level, it will unlock weapon tuning. This will unlock the tune button for all attachments on that weapon that have the feature available. What this allows you to do is to balance how extreme you want the pros and cons for the attachment. So for example, this barrel has 2 sliders for weight and length. Yes, the picture does show a grip, but I think that's a mistake since the options make much more sense for the barrel that they use as an example in the notes. You can adjust the weight slider to give better recoil stabilization at the cost of worse ADS speed and vice versa. You can also adjust the length slider to give better aim walking speed at the cost of aiming idle stability and vice versa. This is a neat feature, but I'm a bit worried at how they're going to be able to balance all these attachments for all 51 weapons in the game at launch, plus the ability to tune them. There's a lot of places for that to go wrong, so I really hope they did some serious testing. It is worth noting that they said you will only be able to tune weapons a bit. So even if a slider is all the way to one side, it should still only be slightly different than the base attachment. Alright, next they go into Spec Ops stars and kit tiers. You can earn Spec Ops stars by completing the daily missions I mentioned earlier, and also by completing the Spec Ops missions. Just completing a mission will give you 1 star, and you can go up to 3 stars depending on different completion requirements, like beating it in a certain amount of time. Once you earn 3 stars for a mission, you can't earn any more stars from completing that mission for the rest of the week. That's right, mission stars will reset so that you can keep earning them every week. Every star you earn counts towards both your career total and the kit that you used at the time. Career stars are sort of like a leveling system where you unlock more kits at certain star totals. As an example, they say you'll get the medic kit at 1 star and recon at 3. Kit stars allow you to level up a kit and unlock more active and passive abilities for that kit. For example, leveling up the assault kit unlocks faster loadout item usage, increased armor capacity, and free stims in your backpack. At launch, you'll be able to get kits up to level 10. To me, this sounds like they plan on raising the level cap in the future. It would be cool if they took the Borderlands approach and raised the level cap with every raid that releases. If you guys want to learn more about Spec Ops kits and raids, I did go over them in a bit more detail in the video in the description and at the top right of the screen. Next up, they go over operators. The only real piece of information here is that you unlock different operators in different modes. So for completing the campaign, you unlock Chewie, Nova, Reyes, and Hutch. You can unlock Koenig, Cleo, Zemo, and Rose from general challenges in multiplayer or Warzone 2. Luna, Gromsko, and Zero are unlocked by completing each Spec Ops mission at launch. Askell, Connor, Fender, Gus, Harangi, and Stiletto can be unlocked from multiplayer challenges. There are a couple more exclusive operators too. Price, Soap, Farah, and Ghost can only be unlocked in the Red Team 141 Operator Pack, which is currently only available with the Vault edition of the game. Oni is a PlayStation exclusive for people who digitally pre-order through the PlayStation Store. And the final section is Camos, which is possibly the most interesting for many people. Alright, so how camos work in this game is definitely different than anything before. Every weapon that has levels will have 4 base camo challenges. The first will be unlocked when you unlock the weapon, and that will just be to get kills with the weapon. The next 3 will unlock about every third of the way through the weapon levels. The neat thing is that base camos are universal. So once you unlock it on one weapon, you'll be able to use it on all other weapons in the game. This means that at launch, there will be over 180 base camos in the game. It is worth noting that weapons that don't have levels or attachments, like launchers and melee weapons, will just have the one base camo challenge. Completing all base camo challenges will unlock the gold challenge for that weapon. This challenge is always to get a certain amount of kills without dying a certain amount of times. They say that it's usually 2 to 3 kills without dying. Unlocking the gold camo for all weapons in a class will unlock the platinum camo challenge, and that will be specific to each weapon class. So for example, the M4 will have a different challenge than the RPG. They do specify that the number of weapons that you need to get gold is just going to be the number of weapons in that class at launch. So with 10 assault rifles at launch, you will always only need to get 10 ARs gold to unlock the platinum challenge. This means that with DLC guns added, you could essentially skip a launch gun and get a DLC gun gold instead. Once you complete 51 platinum challenges, you will unlock the Polyatomic challenge for all guns that you have platinum. Again, this is a class-specific challenge. And finally, unlocking Polyatomic for 51 weapons will automatically unlock the Orion camo for all guns that are polyatomic. This camo looks absolutely sweet, and I will definitely be grinding it out. That's actually not where the completionist journey ends though. You will be able to unlock emblems, calling cards, and weapon charms by completing weapon mastery challenges with every gun in the game. These will always be getting a certain number of kills with each of the mastery camos equipped. Alright, that was an absolutely massive amount of information, and honestly it has me super excited to jump into multiplayer and start the camo grind. If you found any part of this video helpful, let me know by dropping a thumbs up, and feel free to subscribe for more in-depth guides in the future. Alright, that's all I got. I'll see you guys next time.